Hi guys, so today I know I look like rubbish, wasn't really planning on making a video, but today I'm going to be cutting my Foxy Locks so that I can wear them with this hair, because as you know it's really short. Obviously you can't wear really long extensions if you've got really short hair. I mean you can, but me personally I would never do it. I just don't think that it looks it just doesn't look very natural. So I'm going to be cutting them probably to about here maybe, and at the moment they're probably, don't know, let's have a look. This is one of the longer ones and it's still drying at the moment, but it's that long, and this goes at the back of my head, so this comes down here, look. And for me really that's too long anyway, because it's just too much to cope with. When I first got my Foxy Locks they were 20 inches and I cut them to sort of be shaped and to have layers and to thin them out a little bit towards the end, so they blended really nicely. So they're in kind of the general shape, but all I want to do is let's just like take a couple of inches off everything but keep the same shape. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I thought you might want to watch just in case. So all I've done is taken the longest extension, which goes at the very bottom of my head, and all I want to do really is take probably about that much off, I think, but I'll start with that and then see how that looks. If you are doing this, it is best to just measure against your head. Like I kind of knew how much I wanted to take off, so that's what I'm going to do. It helps if you just put them on one of these trouser hangers just to hold it in place, or even better if you can get a model. So when I did them when they were blonde, I actually just clipped them all onto my mum's hair and just cut them like that. But I'm just gonna brush through them, and just got a bin placed down here that you can't see, and all I'm gonna do is just cut just below where I wanted them to end, in a nice straight line. So all I want to do is just take it up at the side a little bit, and then just cut facing upwards just to make the end not so blunt. Okay, like that. And then I have another one that I put at the very bottom, which is pretty much exactly the same, and I need to cut off that too. I'm just going to cut it a little bit shorter than that one. With this next one, I'm going to take just the top bit, top extension, and cut it to here. Then I'm going to take the layer that goes above that, which is this bigger one, and I'm just going to cut it about to where the layers are actually. Same again, just a bit off the bottom as your measurement. These are going to be underneath it, about there. Okay, so once you've kind of got your rough measurement, just go ahead and cut the rest. From what I've just cut, this is what it looks like when it's in. So as you can see, it goes kind of shorter, and I'm gonna have them wavy anyway, so I want them to blend. Now all I'm gonna do, or did, is put the next weft in that I would have, and as you can see it's still a little bit longer than the longest point, so I'm just gonna match up this with that one, again just taking it off the length, and then the same again with the track that goes above that, and then the sides I need to cut while it's on my head really. So for those of you that are wondering, this is the volumizer weft, and again I'm going to take about that much off. Create a rough line. I don't know if you can see, but on the edges of these, it actually comes up the side. So it's a lot shorter. So all I'm going to do is make this shorter just by chopping into it like that. And then again, chopping at the bottom. Help it blend if it's all different lengths. And with this one, I'm just going to take little bits and open the scissors like that. And just bring them down. What this does is it creates not really layers but more texture and stops it being so thick at the bottom. Now this is my very top layer of extensions, so I do want it quite short, so I'm going to cut it to that length. Okay, so this is what they look like with that bit I've just cut, which you can see comes here. Now I know it looks really short, but in comparison to my hair, which I only really have the front as long, it's going to come in handy. Now this is where you would just use your fingers and sort of chop in bits here. Here, look, needs to be a bit shorter. And you can just do it by hand, so if you just grab your scissors, grab a piece like that and then cut down like that, and then hopefully it should all blend. Just put in 2 of my one pieces, which I've already from the previous time sort of tried to shape them a little bit. Now they're actually a really good length. All I'm going to do is just take the little bit off the end. The next 2 one clips I have in here and are obviously really long, so I'm going to start the cut from here and just bring it down. The next ones are these 2 clips, which again have started off short at the front, long at the bottom. Exact same thing, just making it shorter. Just taking these again, just start with a cut and bring it down. Okay, so this is all my extensions in, and I know it looks ridiculous. I am going to dye them now, but I wanted to make sure I got rid of any excess hair, because there's no point, you know, wasting dye on hair that you're just going to chop off anyway. So I've got a rough idea of them, and I'm just going to dye them and then put them back in, and obviously my hair will be straight and nice, and we'll see how well I can get them to blend. And they do look a little bit dry because I tried to strip out the red like as much as possible, but it didn't really work, so I'm going to give them a good deep condition once I've done this. The colour I'm going to be using is this one by Nice and Easy, and it's 129G, and Rich Medium Golden Brown is the colour. It's not the one that I dyed my hair with, it's actually just a little bit lighter because mine has obviously faded, and mine's got like a red undertone, and well, I don't really mind putting that on top of there because most likely when it fades or I've washed it a little bit, there'll still be a red undertone under there.